Hello everyone! In our last video I showed you how to stretch watercolor paper. So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you the painting that I'm going to be making on the paper that I stretched in that video. But first I'd like to share some of my tools in my painting setup with you. So this is my art desk that I will be working at, and my watercolor paints are a little different than what we use in the classroom. In the classroom we have the sets that have the little ovals of color all arranged in a line. This is my watercolor palette. What I do is I use a big plastic palette, and it has a lid that can go on it to close it up for storage. And I buy my watercolor paint in little tubes, and then I make my own palette. This is really handy because there are some colors that I use more than others, so I can replace them as I need to. And if you really get into watercolor painting, the paints that come in the tubes are usually of better quality than the stuff that you find in the pans. You get stronger colors, you get more intensity, and they tend to last a little longer as well. You'll see on my palette that there is some paint in there that looks like it's been in there for a while. It's okay if the paint dries up because you can always re-wet it. Whenever I'm getting ready to do a new painting, I will take a spray bottle like this, just with water, and I'll go around and I'll spray the pigments to get them wet and ready to go again. Just like when you have to add water to the palettes that we use in the classroom. I've got my water cup set up. I've got my brushes. This is the paper that we stretched in the video. And then over here, for reference, I have the picture that I'm planning to paint on my computer. Normally I would print out a photo of it, but I don't have a printer here at home. So I just have my laptop on a stool nearby so that I can take a look at my reference image whenever I need to. This is going to be a painting based on a photo that I took at Bryce Canyon National Park. So it's gonna have lots of oranges and reds and browns and then that vibrant blue sky in the background. I'm going to film this as a time lapse so that you can see the finished project without having to wait forever. But this is my watercolor setup. Alright, so here is the finished painting. You could see in the video that I had to do a lot of layers of color, lots of reds and oranges and yellows and browns to make all the colors in the rock. I was also mixing some purple into the shadow colors for the rocks so that it wouldn't just be dark brown and muddy looking, that it would have some other color to it. I used some Payne's grays, some crimson, mixed those together to make a violet that I then mixed in with my rock colors to bring a little bit of color to those shadows and keep everything from being too monochromatic. At some points, I used a toothbrush to splatter little bits of color in there to look like sediment that you would see in the rocks and the cliffs to make it look more natural and to add detail. You wouldn't want to go in and do that with a brush because it would look too polka dot like, but a toothbrush gives you a nice kind of natural dirt splatter look to everything. So that is my completed watercolor painting of Bryce Canyon National Park. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.